Fox 10 News at 5.
Now at 5, DeSantis drops out. The Florida governor is done one day before the New Hampshire primary. Plus, wet weather rolls through the valley, and even more is on the way. But first at 5, a police shooting in Gilbert. It happened this afternoon near Greenfield and Knox Roads. Let's get to Marissa Sarbach live on the scene. Marissa, you just heard from police. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Brian, we were just briefed by the Public Information Office here with the Gilbert Police Department, and we know there was one suspect involved in this officer-involved shooting, and we do know that suspect, who has not been identified, we were told by police it was a 40-year-old male. He was actually shot and killed by officers. So again, we are here, as you said, Greenway and Knox, Greenfield and Knox. We were told that there were 2 calls from people in the neighborhood coming into the Gilbert Police Department, where we were told the subject went into his vehicle armed with a handgun and a rifle and ballistic vest. The officers arrived to the scene, and Gilbert PD says he actually got out of the vehicle, started approaching officers, and when they started to give him commands, he ignored those commands. Again, we are told 40-year-old male, unidentified at this point. It is unclear whether or not he fired shots at the officers, but Gilbert PD officers did shoot, then kill that suspect. Again, not identified at this point, but as you can see, there is still a bit of a crime scene here. We have a couple of these streets blocked off. This is really a residential neighborhood here, so you can see a couple of these minor streets shut down in this area. And just to give you kind of an idea of where we are, we're about a mile from Agritopia here in Gilbert. So still waiting to get some more information from police, but of course, as we just said, they briefed us about 10 minutes ago, telling us there is no threat to the public at this point. The one suspect has been shot and killed by officers, and no officers were injured in this. Reporting live in Gilbert tonight, Marissa Sarbach for Fox 10 News.
While this campaign has ended, the mission continues. Down here in Florida, we will continue to show the country how to lead.
Ron DeSantis is done, dropping out of the presidential race one day before the New Hampshire primary. And the Florida governor is endorsing Donald Trump on his way out, not Nikki Haley. Fox's Kevin Uretsky has the latest.
A bombshell development Sunday in the race for the White House. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis announcing he's dropping out of the race and supporting former President Donald Trump in the GOP primary.
He has my endorsement because we can't go back to the old Republican guard of yesteryear, a repackaged form of warmed-over corporatism that Nikki Haley represents.
That now makes it a head-to-head race for the nomination between Trump and Nikki Haley.
Democrats are supporting Nikki Haley for one reason, because they know she's very easy to beat.
The former president continuing to go after Haley during a rally Saturday night, bringing out a delegation of lawmakers from her home state of South Carolina.
South Carolina House of Representatives and members are supporting Donald Trump.
New Hampshire allows independents to vote in the primary, something the Haley campaign hopes will work to her advantage. She has spent nearly $30 million on TV ads here. That's more than double Trump. Haley making 6 stops in the state on Sunday while questioning Trump's age and fitness for office.
We can't go and support the younger generation if we have 2 80-year-olds running for president. We need somebody who's going to be at the top of their game when it comes to national security, at the top of their game when it comes to the future of our economy.
New Hampshire voters will have the final say here on Tuesday on which candidate they think should be the party's nominee.
Nikki Haley. I think she's kind of a fresh perspective, a different approach.
I trust 100% Donald Trump. He delivered last time, and he will deliver again. He's the man.
Officials are expecting a record turnout on Tuesday. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
And our own John Hook is in New Hampshire for the primary. Look for his live report tonight at 9. A wet and chilly day across the valley with more on the way. Meteorologist Crystal Ortiz is tracking those storms tonight. Hi, Crystal.
Hey, yeah, as promised, we got that wet weather today. Not a super heavy rain in the valley, but it's been these kind of on and off showers, sprinkles all throughout. So there's the look at Fox Vision. Great view. Love when we see this much green on the map. And that includes that rain that is around Phoenix. Now, I will say the West Valley has gotten more rain than the East Valley. It's been more little sprinkles for the East Valley. This is out where I live. And then you look to the West Valley where that steadier green is. you know it's a little steadier rain. Still, I've been looking at totals, 1/10 of an inch, not huge numbers so far because it's pretty light. And this will continue for a few more hours over parts of Phoenix. Then we look into the high country. I will say the snow didn't totally fill out as much as we were hoping for in areas like Flagstaff. So downtown, from what I can see in pictures, mostly just wet roads, but the snow is falling up in Snowbowl along parts of the Mogollon Rim, and there's been some patchy snow that's been falling through Sunrise as well. Let's talk chances continuing through the next 12 hours. For the Valley, through 6 o'clock, still we've got the rain. By 8 o'clock, the chance starts to drop off, and then overnight, it's a fairly dry one. In fact, the first half of Monday looks pretty dry before the next bout of moisture will roll on in. As for the high country, areas like Flagstaff, similar situation where through right around 6 p.m., we still have a chance of some scattered snow showers. It'll be more isolated or flurries overnight that we'll contend with in areas like northern Arizona. But we still have that second round of moisture to go. That one starts tomorrow afternoon. We'll get to the timing on that with our Futurecast coming up.
Thank you, Crystal. The winter weather sure is great for Arizona ski resorts. Take a look at the flakes falling on Snowbowl and in Sunrise Park. Both should see significant snowfall over the week. A new development called the Royale is open in the Melrose district of Central Phoenix. The ribbon cutting this morning right there near 7th Avenue in Glen Rosa. Inside, there's a new bar and restaurant called Yum Bar, along with a coffee shop, florist, hair salon, ice cream shop, photography studio, and more. Well, having a working air conditioner is a must in Arizona, but a Valley woman survived the summers without one until her friends stepped in. Dominique Newland has her story.
Thursday and Friday is karaoke night for Sandy McPherson. She's a regular at the Duchess Bar and Grill. With a microphone in hand on center stage, the light dimmed for Sandy after losing her karaoke partner and husband Jeff to COVID in 2020. And at home, her air conditioning system broken, too expensive to repair.
It went out during the hottest part of the summer.
Jamie, an avid karaoke singer as well, and has known Sandy for 15 years. As the owner of an air conditioning contractor business, Jamie says in the last 2 years, the price of ACs has almost doubled, and she wanted to help her friend.
We call them karma calls, where somebody who need, we do free repairs. Knowing Sandy the way we do and what she's been through, we just really felt like she was a good one for us to try to, take the karma calls to the next level.
And that it was, surprising Sandy at karaoke night and announcing in front of the whole bar that she was getting a new AC unit for free.
I didn't really come here to sing. Well, I did. But we really came here to surprise you. They said, well, how about we just give her a new unit? Oh my God. Woo! Installing the unit free of charge.
An act of kindness Sandy never saw coming.
Yeah, that was a surprise. that was a shock, in fact. I never dreamed.
That dream now a reality as a new air-conditioned unit arrived to Sandy's doorstep and would be installed. The day full of smiles, happiness, and relief that finally Sandy would have cold air back in her home.
Very thankful that there are some great people in the world that would do such a thing for me.
Still singing to her own tune, Sandy is appreciating staying cool thanks to a great friend. For Fox 10 News, I'm Dominique Newland.
Up next, Valley dogs put to the test and watch their best moves on the agility course and why it's for a good cause. Plus, we take you out to the Barrett-Jackson Car Show and see what's hot and new this year.
Local news on Fox 10. We give you the whole story, facts,